Yeah, everyone, Dave here. This is Band of Badgers, and of course, this is the Great British Brush Off, sponsored by Atomic Mass Games, featuring, as you can see above me, Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have Steve Doe in that corner. Craig is below me there, and first time on the show is John A. Is John, otherwise known as Madness Miniatures, who you can find on Instagram right there. So go and check. I was going to say go and check out John, but it's John's Miniatures, and that's not a euphemism for anything. Just go and check out all the stuff that he paints, because you're going to love some of the bits and pieces there. So how we do? How first of all, hi John, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Okay, yeah. As we said before, so we've been already chatting for 10 minutes, but we
Yeah.
do the whole intro again for the audience, because it's TV kind of thing. Yeah, I'm still melting. The UK is going into its second heat wave. We're in the
And
early 30s at the moment, but it's hot.
it might be Flying Ant weekend as well.
It is. I was out there earlier
Yeah.
in the car, which is worse because the car was like an oven, and I couldn't put the windows down because there's flying ants everywhere and they're bouncing off the car. And if you open them, just a crack, or even turn the air vents open, like they get into your car. It's horrible. But anyway, let's forget about that. We're here to paint. I'm glad that everyone agreed. We're here to paint. Steve's just doing what Steve does.
Just
So
sit here and check me paints and be quiet.
exactly. Now
I'm trying to figure out. You tell me you have a heat wave, and yet I see a puffy jacket on the back of Steve's chair.
Yeah, there's puffy jacket on the back of my chair. Just in case
that's for when
cold.
it was raining 2 days ago, probably. Now,
It
also,
is.
what we have is this is, of course, the game that we are painting and will be playing at some point. These are the wonderful people who have sponsored us for this series: Atomic Mass Games, Turbo Dork, and the Army Painter. And not only that, but you can find out the unboxing on our YouTube channel for the Earth's Mightiest Core Set unboxing. You can check it out there. It is an awesome box. We've already been I'm halfway through it now, I think. But look at this. This is what we are doing. This is the Core Set box, Heroes versus Villains. Absolutely awesome. Really looking forward to doing it. And here we go. So I am going to be painting Spider-Man and Venom. Venom is part of the base. That's what I'm going to give a go. My phone's going all wonky at the moment. I blame the heat. It could be the heat, but that's what I'm going to be painting. John, what are you going to paint today?
I've got Angel. So just a
Nice.
regular Angel, not Archangel.
Yeah.
Pretty excited. We'll see how far I get. Might be a little ambitious with all the wings and the feathers, but we'll see.
Cool.
I've got that model, so I'm going to be interested in how you paint that. Yeah, are you intending to do the feather detail individually?
We might mute out and airbrush a little bit. We'll see.
Oh, I see. I don't have an
Yeah.
airbrush.
Got to
Nice.
cheat.
Not cheating.
Steve, what are you going to be painting?
So I'm going to be painting a car.
A car.
From the
Right,
core
well
set.
done. Have fun with that.
Yeah, I will. And I've got some bases to do, and I might start.
I got my bases.
Killmonger
Oh.
and Black Panther from the panel set, the waterfall panel set.
I've got my bases too, Steve. All my bases belong to us, so I've got them. Look, here we go. Look, you're gonna have to make the camera bigger, Steve, because my hands are busy.
Yeah.
So there you
I'll
go.
try with my trackpad because my mouse is not working. There you go.
So I've got some ready to go. These
Nice.
are primed and ready. Lovely ones. So I'm going to do those today. So like all the heroes that I've done so far, I'm going to stick them together. That's it. You can switch it back now, Steve. Let's see if we can find the right button today. There we go. There's a good one. I will take that off and I will switch it over to that. Because I think I've lost everyone again now.
No, we're still
Are we
here.
back? Yeah, I think we're back.
Yeah, we're still here. What are you doing, Craig?
And finally,
I
Craig
am doing-
at Dragon Skull Studios. What are you up to?
I'm doing Daredevil tonight from the Bullseye Daredevil set.
Very nice.
Because you painted Bullseye on our last.
Yes, on the last stream. Still need to finish him, but that's what I'm working on.
Cool. I used a bullseye mini from Zombie Side on Sunday because we was playing the Marvel Multiverse RPG,
Oh, nice.
and so one of the players was playing Hawkeye, and I almost one-shot him with bullseye with a shard of glass from the floor.
Oh,
A shard of glass. I'm just going to jump in and interrupt Steve because
Sorry.
as we
You told me
Steve-
before we came on that it was okay
Yeah.
if I just rambled aimlessly once the show started.
we haven't started yet, Steve. We haven't started. Just because it's on doesn't mean we've started. So John is already eager to go.
John's
We're going
nearly
to crack
finished.
on, and we're going to say ready, steady, paint, and now we're off. There we go. So the music comes on now, Steve. That's how it works.
Right.
we paint now.
And you've already got. I know who that is. There's Jake. Control page. Control page.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct that Hawkeye did get squished by the car because nobody went and helped him, and got squished by the car in the next round, and it is the car that I'm painting. So maybe I'll have to do blood stains on the other side or something.
That is the comment you're missing, Steve, for not looking at his comments.
Just because I got up and walked off.
I know, Steve. I know, Steve.
Yeah, remember the blood stains. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I will
there we
remember
go.
blood stains.
Cool. Sean TW, if you're out there still watching us, say hi. And thank you. You just prime subbed for an extra 26 months. So cheers for that. That is probably enough for a cup of tea and a custard cream.
Does that cover the custard cream shipping fees that we've incurred sending them to Gen Con?
I haven't sent them yet, Steve. So no, I yet. Well, I had to eat them. So John is already thinking, "What the hell am I doing painting with this lot?" I thought the British were supposed to be. Thought the British were supposed to be civilized. No chance.
Where are you at the moment, John?
I'm in
where are you?
Phoenix, Arizona, so it is nice and roasty toasty here today.
Yeah, so we're complaining about a heat wave that's 30 degrees centigrade. And it's
It is
probably
40. I did the conversion just so we could talk about it. It is 41 here centigrade, almost 42 right now, and that's actually
Lovely.
cooler than yesterday. So it's going really good. I have to run multiple humidifiers just so I can paint and not immediately have it dry.
I've got to find this bit. Look, I'm going all over the place. How are we doing, everybody? If you have questions or comments, or you just want to take the piss out of Steve, please put it in live chat, and then we can share it with the world. But if you have any comments about what we're painting today, we are, of course, going to the public vote. John didn't know about that. So we're going to go to the public vote at the end to see who is going to win the coveted gold star. Fame and... I was going to say fame and fortune.
You
don't
better
get
say
anything.
fortune, won't you?
I was going to say that. You get nothing. You just...
You gotta actually send a gold star to whoever wins.
Yeah.
We are trying to make that happen.
Yeah, we were actually working on something like that. Because I think that would be fun. Jake is saying, Steve, I'm still sour about my horse. He had a horse. He was playing Marvel.
No, that's not even Marvel RPG he's talking about.
Oh, that's the D&D game.
That's the D&D / Pathfinder game.
I don't remember a horse in
where
Crisis Protocol.
He'd even arranged the mini for his horse, and he had the horse for about 3 minutes during the intro, and then I teleported his character off somewhere else without the horse. So I might owe him a horse.
So the usual, then, Steve. The usual.
The usual, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
Let's turn that off. And Jake also just subscribed. Thank you very much, Jake. Right, I'm gonna start this eventually. Shall I? Oh no, because we tried that last time. It didn't work. My paint is just drying straight away.
I understand.
I need to literally add some sweat to it, I think, to keep this stuff running. Which won't be too difficult.
Have you got humidifiers running, John?
I do. I have an evaporative cooler, which you put ice in,
Oh yeah.
and it runs that through there, and a humidifier on the desk. And I'm still at only 54% humidity, so we're doing our best out here. It actually helps quite a bit for me today, so that's been nice.
What about you, Craig? How hot is it there?
We were 90 today.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
And I think we were sitting at probably about 60% humidity. Oh, yeah. You'll be coming to Gen Con right at the nice,
Peak.
Midwest dog days of summer coming into it.
John, are you going to Gen Con?
I'm not. I'm going to Nova, but I wasn't planning on going to Gen Con, unfortunately. Is there a lot of miniature stuff happening at Gen Con? I've never been.
Not particularly.
Gen Con. Whatever we can make happen will happen.
It's one I've always wanted to go to, but by my understanding, it's more board game focused, which I know
Yes.
board games have miniatures, but
Yeah. There is a Warhammer booth and some tables set up for gameplay, but it is more board game focused. So, John, did you go to Adepticon this year?
I didn't. I went to the Las Vegas Open, which I plan on obviously going to again. And then that's the only convention travel I've done. I want to go to Adepticon next year, so I'll try to do a couple of the painting contests.
Uh-huh.
I've never been, but I've always heard about how amazing it is. So it's something I definitely want to check out, like as soon as possible.
Yeah,
There you go,
this
Craig.
was my first year going to Adepticon. And I'm already counting down the days to go back.
So it lived up to the hype.
It did. So, John, what got you into the hobby? Was it any minis to play, or?
I've been in and out of like gaming for a while. Like I've known about Warhammer since I was 12, but I didn't really do any painting with it. And I don't know, probably like 8 years ago now, I just was like, oh, I want to try to start getting better at painting and like taking it a little more serious. And then one Hexacon was the first convention I went to, and I won like the amateur division there. So I was like, oh, okay, this might be, something to really try and get going. And then I painted for a little bit, and then like through school and stuff, like I was in grad school at the time, kind of took a break. And so now but this year, and then I took a break before that. It's probably been painting more seriously like 4 years now.
Okay.
So I like to play games, but I always find myself like defaulting to painting.
I can
And then
understand
Phoenix is
that.
a really like large area, so I was able to like, after getting the inevitable tech layoffs, I've actually been able to turn that into like commission painting full time. So that's been pretty cool to be able to do that and like get to paint minis all the time is pretty fun. So that's
Mhm.
nice.
Yep.
And do you guys know about Verco's Vault at all, the museum in Vegas?
I heard about that this year.
Yeah, so I'm lucky enough to live close enough to it, so I get to like I've been fortunate to go to many, many master classes up there recently. So that's been really nice to try and just like keep getting to paint.
Mm-hmm.
So that also helped turn it into a more full-time thing.
When you say full time, is that full time hobby? Is that full time
Oh,
business?
it is my current job right now because I was in the tech industry and got laid off and decided to see if we could give it a go.
Yep.
My fiance is super supportive. Really appreciate her. I believe she's watching, so give her a shout out. But yeah, we decided to
Hello.
let me try and do that. So
Cool. Yeah, it's nice when you can actually turn a hobby, something you love, into something you can do full time, and it doesn't necessarily feel like work.
there's definitely days that does. Like painting eyeballs always feels like work because that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Well, the only painting I've done really has been on this show. I don't really get a chance to paint just for fun. So even though I've been doing this for a few years, and Stephen Craig may hate me for saying it, I am still considered a beginner.
You're right, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Jess
There,
Smith
Dave.
15. Yeah. Jess Smith 15 says John is teaching airbrushing 101 at LVO. There we go. You got a shout out.
Oh,
Oh,
Las
nice.
Vegas Open. I wonder what the LVO was. Yes.
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's the Las
my
Vegas Open.
brain read it as level 0. He was teaching a beginner class.
Beginner class level 0. That makes sense though.
Yeah, when I paint for speed, I'm usually airbrushing because that's I started commission painting kind of weirdly early in my painting journey. So I was like, oh, I better learn to airbrush. So I've got quite a few hours on it. So that's what I typically end up doing. I also brought a Magneto I had ready for like speed painting techniques, but I decided to paint Angel.
Do you prefer? Are you a fan of Marvel comics and everything?
I grew up watching the shows, like the cartoons. So that's where
Yeah.
it really hits me for the nostalgia. And we've got a nice community, so I end up like painting a lot of MCP. I find them to be really fun models to paint, just because like of how much saturation you can push on them.
Yes.
So I think it lends themselves to just like fun paint jobs, and the models are, to me, well sculpted in a sense of they don't have a ton of like finicky details most of the time. So you can get it done relatively quick
Yep.
to a nice like high standard. So for me, I find that really enjoyable.
I'm definitely at a kind of arm's reach for minis, ready for the table ready, because we do a lot of D&D,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a big fan of comics in general. So painting these up is great, and we've had chats with Will from Atomic Mass Games, and with Dallas has been on a couple of times. And just when they talk about the modeling and the poses and the research they do, that's what I like hearing about. Spider-Man's my favorite, but I probably should not. My favorite character, but I probably should not have tried to paint him in this heat. This is a struggle.
Do you use a wet palette at all?
No, I probably should do with these ones. I'm using the D&D paints. So this is from Vallejo, but you can see it. There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen those before.
So those, yeah. So they're sold by WizKids, but the paint is Vallejo paint. And they're just nice, quick colors that you can throw on. But my go-to since I started using them is the Army Painter speed paints. I really enjoy using those.
I use those quite a bit when I'm doing like obviously the speed painting techniques because I'll set all my values. Because here's the Magneto I brought, where I would take speed paints and go over that, like that sketch.
I'll make it full screen.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Like all that's like I did that with the airbrush, and then I'd go over it quick with like really thin down speed paints, and then fix it at the end with like more opaque acrylics. But
that is awesome.
Thank you.
John, when you're doing the speed paints on top of that, are you airbrushing those as well?
Usually if it's like a big wide open area like his cape, I probably would, because it just gets harder to control because you're still fighting like coffee staining, right? Especially when it's like nice and hot. So then like the cape, things like that, I would, but like when you start getting in the tighter areas like the face inside the helmet, I would just use it as like a glaze. And then just like clean up later with like thicker, like standard acrylics, I guess we could call them. I mean, I know they're all acrylics, but like what we would consider like more normal acrylics. I think that's a little better. Yeah. Trying to get his eyes set before I really paint his face. Full screen.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll like start cleaning it around it.
So how did you do that?
Well, that's what I've been fussing with for the past few minutes. I kind of just put in what's going to be my darkest shadow tone because I was looking. I like to use references, so Angel's pretty light skinned typically when I'm seeing depictions of. So I'll leave this as like what I plan on being shadow tones. Got that in there, and this is one of the reasons why I'll go over black for like a higher level is because I can leave more like shadows in the back areas too.
Yeah,
like down here. And then you just got that locked in. I did a couple dots of this pale white or pale yellow, excuse me, because I don't want to do pure white in the eyes. It gets like too reflective and like looks kind of cartoony, not in a way I would want. And then just a deep gray over here. Like it appears black, but it's like really a purple color when you stretch it out. And then just redid his eyes until they weren't super wonky. I got the right one or his left on the first try, and I think we're on try number 6 on his right one. So that might be as good as his eyes are going to get right now. But I usually end up painting them really wide and then closing the details around the eye with like the shadow tone again, and then try not to paint too close to them too much after that.
Yeah. He's looking awesome. I'm going to see how what you can get done on there while you're here. So we can hear the sounds of the Elven Glade now, which means no one's talking because everyone's concentrating. And we are half hour in.
Really?
We already got the Elven Glade. We are concentrating. Again, for those of you watching live, if you have any questions, please do put it in chat, Twitch chat, and we can get those answered. Could be anything. Mostly about painting, though, is probably what we can do. We have Gen Con coming up in we're just a few weeks away now.
Two and a bit.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
2 and a bit. Jane comes in 3 weeks, but we're fine in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Gonna hang out. Blue. I need blue. Gonna hang out, do some painting. We got there was a message here as well from Jake. Jake was saying he's also on a similar journey, using his layoff to launch something new. Okay, when one door closes, another one opens. Sometimes you've got to make it and then kick it open, but you can do it. I'm just going to get this paint ready, and then we can go around the table with Steve and Craig.
That sounds like a late night talk show.
It is the way we do it, Steve. Oh. Right. So let's show. Where are we? Let's Craig. How are you getting on? We're gonna go to full screen. There we go.
Just get my colors kind of laid in.
Again, great pose, isn't it?
Yeah.
That his kind of elongated bow stick or whatever it's called. It is very delicate. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's where I'm at so far.
Cool. It's looking good. Steve, what about you?
I'm putting the first coat of yellow on my car.
Go on.
I'm literally painting the car. Yes, it's going to take a few coats, and I will have to thin them as I go to stop any sort of streaks appearing. Because I quite like it to be glossy as well.
Yeah.
But I don't want to use metallics, so I don't want any streaks. I suppose really this would be an ideal job for an airbrush.
You need to crack out the airbrush, Steve. I've got another one. Working. I think all my paints have just gone a bit funky in this heat. They are not liking the heat.
No.
Maybe I should have used the speed paints today, but I didn't think about it. And weirdly, we are officially now into. It's not weird. Happens every year. We're officially now into quarter 3 of 2025.
Doesn't seem possible.
No, not at all. What are your plans for the rest of the year, guys? More shows, more painting, different minis. What are you gonna try something new for the rest of the year?
Who's gonna go first?
Go for
I
it.
know I'm gonna go to. So we're going to Nova in August. Gonna take some classes. Hopefully, enter the competition, the painting competition, the Capital Palette. So that's kind of a big thing coming up. Obviously, I have some commissions lined up that I'm excited for. Looking to do some Space Wolves soon, and then end the year by going to like LVO. I'm really excited. I'm teaching the airbrush class for the first time at a big convention, so that's really exciting. And then competition there, and hopefully start getting ready for Adepticon. I think it's kind of my rest of my year for now.
Cool. Do you enjoy, because you've done the competitions for so long, do you enjoy them, or is it about meeting new people, learning new techniques?
I just try to paint my goal is to paint something I think is cool, and then like it's really nice to get feedback from judges to
Yeah.
just improve your painting. So that's a big thing I really enjoy about it. And yeah, it was like a lot of fun. LVO was actually my first big convention. I didn't go to many in between Texicon and LVO. So it was really nice. I met a lot of cool people. I took Tim Marsh's masterclass there. I met him and like Jim Rice, and it was a really great experience just to meet a bunch of other people, especially if like people painting at that level. Was a ton of fun. So I do enjoy that part of it for sure.
Do you like painting with other people? I said it again. Painting with other people like we are now, or do you prefer painting in isolation?
I think it depends on how far behind I am. Yeah, like it's not like I don't know. It gets boring just always painting by yourself. So this is nice because you're doing the mirroring, the monkey see, monkey do, I guess. So that's always really nice. Yeah, it just depends on my mood.
Yeah, we did so we have the biggest convention we have in the UK is the UK Games Expo, and that was at the start of June. So we went to that, and for the first time we took some painting classes with and they were doing. That wasn't Vallejo. Was that Vallejo, Steve?
Yeah, it was Vallejo. Yeah.
Vallejo. You get the mini and you follow the class, you follow the instructor, and it was actually really good. It was really, really good. Learning some different techniques in an hour? I think that was, Steve.
Yeah, hour and a half, I think, in total.
Yeah, I'm really fortunate to get to go to so many classes. It can really help like change your perspective on painting. Like sometimes that 1 hour will like unlock like crazy new material for you, or just like a totally different way of approaching a subject. And it's really nice.
I was at Origins a couple weeks ago here in Columbus, Ohio, and did it's one of the first years of being there that I noticed that they had painting classes. So thought I was going to be there, so I might as well grab a couple, and did a wet blending with inks that I really enjoyed.
Oh, that's fun.
So,
who ended up teaching that one?
Who did that one? Without going back and looking at my notes, I don't remember. I did 2 classes with Neil Duffy.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot remember who did the inks class off the top of my head. I'm doing a metallics class at Gen Con with Vince.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So that should be fun. But so yeah, the like I said, this was my first year at Adepticon, so it was interesting for me to see all the different painters. The Atomic Mass Games had their painting competition at their booth set up.
So there's some crazy stuff there for that.
Yeah. And then, of course, the Golden Demon walkthrough was amazing to see all the things there.
But, that's why I think we need to bring the brush off to Gen Con for the, put the Gold Demon to shame. We'll have a gold star.
Who needs a golden demon when you get a golden star?
Exactly. I mean,
that could even be the tagline, right?
Yes. So I thought it was one of the other things that I thought was really interesting at the Adepticon was the complete aisleway that they had set up where people were just rows and rows of table and they were just painting. Paint manufacturers had brought in just racks of paints that were there for everybody to use. Basing materials all just set out for you to use while you're sitting there painting.
So we over here we do it was Citadel. So very much a Warhammer thing where you can grab a mini and the paints are out and you can just sit there and paint. And everyone's kind of walking past you and you get jostled quite a bit. And that's if you're lucky enough to grab a seat.
Yeah.
So that was quite. I enjoyed the lessons more because I think because it was booked in, it was a timed event, and that was fun.
Yeah, the at Gen Con, I believe they should have their taking paint tables.
Yep.
A lot of them will do that.
Well, if you're there, Craig, then we'll let's try and do that.
Yep.
We can do an in-person brush off.
There you go.
We'll see if they let us turn it into a brush off. I'll bring the camera. I'll use Power as the press person to.
And Steve, I understand you're not going to be there till Friday night?
Yes, correct. Yep. I'm tacking it on to the end of my vacation.
Jake is asking John a question. He says, "Was John talking about Space Wolves?"
I was talking about Space Wolves.
He said, "Is that your army of choice for 40K?"
It is a commission I will be working on, but I have some in the closet for me as well. So one day they will be my army of choice. When that day happens, I don't know, but I'm excited to paint some. I want to try some different kind of schemes on them that are what in the traditional vein, but have a little more like color depth.
Yep.
So I'm excited to get my hands on some of the new ones. I really enjoy what they did with the models.
Yeah, they seem to be pretty popular right now.
Does the person that you're doing the commission for, have they given you the color scheme?
So yes and no. They want something traditional, but like are letting me add artistic flair to it.
Okay.
So they wanted to clearly be, Space Wolves, grayish, bluish, but we're gonna do some work on figuring out exactly where the color scheme will land and how to make it not just like the straight like powdery gray blue you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
That usually makes a commission more fun when you get some artistic freedom.
I was going to ask exactly that. Do you enjoy those more, or do you enjoy just being told what to paint?
Yeah, no, it's definitely more fun when you get to like do some expression. I think kind of just in anything, right? Like Angel might be red, but I've been trying to mess with like leaving a lot more shadows or like having some purple undertones in his thing, like in his suit. So I think painting generally is just more fun when you can try to like leave any forms of like artistic expression in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's something as simple as like, you know, let's have some cool shadows for this warm cloak or whatever.
Do you get much chance to paint for yourself? Or you primarily do commissions?
No. After a nice relaxing day of painting, it's definitely not like, let's paint. I'm
No.
not as much as I would like. So, and then usually when I'm doing that, I've been trying to like push myself and do more contests. So I need to start getting ready for that. So that'll be most of my personal paint time.
Do you do like, I've been painting 9 to 5. Now I need to open a spreadsheet and relax.
No, I don't quite miss spreadsheets. Not yet, anyway.
It's not, yeah.
Maybe there's a world where that's true, and I just open up a nice, relaxing Excel, but it's not happened yet. I definitely don't miss the days of Excel crashing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Been there, done that too many times.
So now I'm trying to start on the red of Angel here.
All right, let's make you full screen. Let's have a look.
My white balance is a little off, so sorry. His face isn't quite that desaturated. But because I've got like the face at like a spot I was semi okay with, just to start seeing how the model is shaping up or how the face will need to be adjusted, I'm trying to put like more details in. So I'll probably do like a bunch more work on the model at this point and then go back and adjust the face later at like the last few steps. But yeah, I'm starting to get the red laid in.
You said you weren't necessarily a big fan of the comics because you had the cartoons. The in the comics, I loved when Angel became Archangel because it was just an awesome story.
For me, that's the Apocalypse arc, right, where he gets turned into Archangel. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm also going to be eventually painting Archangel, so that's also a really cool model.
Yeah, they're in the same box, aren't they?
Yeah. All the models they put out recently are just very good. I just need them to hurry up and get me Peter Porker.
There's been a lot of chat about that, and we were talking at Games Expo. A lot of people were talking about that as well. It's going to be a hot one to get.
Spider Noir looks pretty fun too.
Yeah. I got another awesome sculpt. Craig, do you know if if they're doing anything for Gen Con this year with Marvel Crisis, or is it Shatterpoint?
I don't know if it's anything with Marvel Crisis. I know the Shatterpoint box should be available.
Yeah.
Again.
The Ahsoka Vader box, I
Yep.
think. Yeah, that was a cool one.
Yeah, we managed. We didn't think they were going to bring that to the UK. So when Atomic Mass came over, Shatterpoint was huge. It was everywhere. Gaming tables, Star Wars Unlimited as well. It was just everywhere. It was probably some of the biggest things they had, and they had a double-decker bus in the middle of the show. So it was done incredibly well.
They were pushing a lot of Legion at Adepticon. Was all the posters everywhere.
We had like there were Learn to Play Legion tables run by AMG and Asmodee. I don't know if that was the new edition or if it was just because I didn't get to play it, but again, the game tables, the displays, the terrain they had on display, that was awesome.
Yeah, I was quizzing them at their display. They had a bunch for their Shatterpoint setup. I'm like, I don't recognize the speeder bikes and stuff, and they were using speeder bikes in the terrain from Legion.
Yes.
I thought, oh, that's a good idea. So,
like just big enough to sneak it in there and not notice too much.
It didn't look overly small.
I played Shatterpoint a little bit. I do like it, but there's just something about throwing cars and buildings at people that I can't get away from with MCP.
Yeah.
That's just like I find super fun.
Jake is saying, what we need is a Badgers double-decker bus at the events. Well, we have to see what Mike can get us. we have to paint it though. That'd be the problem. Well, I've done a basic base. I should do some more because I need to. I did say I was going to glue up some of the heroes. Let's get these done. I don't think I'm going to win the gold star this week because my paint is definitely going clumpy, and I'm going to blame the heat, I think.
That's what I always do. It's just too hot.
Yeah. So what, Steve? What have we got? 2 more brush offs after this, and then Gen Con.
Yes.
Oh, I definitely think we should film a brush off with Craig though. At the
at Gen Con.
At Gen Con, at the paint and take.
Yeah. What are you going home on a Saturday, Craig? Are you there Saturday?
I am, because that's when I heard you were coming in town.
I'd love to know how much Dave paid you to say that.
See, people catch on after a while, Steve. That my job is now done. If I can get guests to come on and insult Steve, that is my job done.
Is that how we really earn the gold star?
It is with me.
So you're saying I could get 2 gold stars today?
You can still only get 1. I'm not that impressed, but you can get 1. But Maybe we need one for painting and one for the insults. We get like a grumpy star.
How late are you getting in, Steve, on Friday?
Not until 11 p.m.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Because the rest of the family fly home from New York to London, and their flight's not until 8 o'clock. So I felt a bit bad about abandoning them at the airport so that I could get to Indianapolis earlier. So I am waiting around with them until they get on their flight, and then I get on my flight.
Okay.
You're driving, are you, Craig?
What was that?
Are you driving?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't have to be home at any particular time. I didn't pay for parking on Saturday. Then I have a 4-day badge, but I didn't pay for parking. Oh, I'll hang around for coffee or whatever in the morning.
Breakfast. I think we get breakfast at the hotel.
Yeah.
Did we work out if we were staying in the same hotel?
We are not. I think I'm just down the street from you, though.
Okay, so it is still doable, still possible.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. See, what they should do is bring back the signature cards, so that when you bump into people, all the celebrities and stuff, you can collect their signature, and then you could have like a very, very small box for Steve, and we could just do that. Might make it more valuable though, Steve.
It might.
That might be something we might have to print our own signature books and hand them out. See if you can get Dave's signature all the way from London. Get him to sign
Like
your
a
book.
bingo card.
Yeah.
They was doing badges at Games Expo, weren't they?
Yeah, they do the same at Gen Con.
Right.
But better. Did we manage to get any badges?
No, because I probably forgot about it completely. Because I think was it Loke Battle Maps was doing the gelatinous cube, but I can't remember which one it was.
Oh yeah. Right, we are nearly at the top of the hour, the first hour.
It goes by so fast.
We're getting some comments already in chat. I'm busy painting. Let's have a look. So going back to the bus, Jake says he can design the bus ramp, no problem. He's done it before. Let's be honest, guys. We have John and Craig doing fine detailed miniatures, and then we have you guys doing flooring in a car. Hey, it's finely detailed flooring. I will have you know.
Mine's just a yellow car.
Mine's just a grey floor, stone grey. And the gold star is either going to John or Craig. It's too early to tell. Who knows what could happen in the next half hour?
That is true.
Right, I'm gonna do some venom, I think. What I should do is I'm gonna get a pink for his mouth, I think. And that might work. I'm not sure. Not sure what color. Jake is saying it's going to have to be a bloody special car and an exceptional special floor to earn a gold star. To be fair, you may not have seen the gold star. So again, anything can happen in the next half hour. We will have to wait and see.
Right.
Right, I'm going to try. I think even my brush is giving up in this heat. It's going everywhere.
Find sometimes a good medium helps with that. I can be thin with a medium. I use like the high flow medium, or it's even like a retarder medium, but it will change how it paints a little bit.
Yeah. Do you use a particular type of brush or shape or brand?
Just to try to use the biggest round brush typically I can, unless I'm doing like huge base coats, and then doing a flat brush. I always like Rosemary and Company.
Yeah.
As far as the brand goes, I just feel like they hold up really well. I'm not always the most gentle on my brushes, so I find they hold up really well to the me not being so kind, which is nice. And then usually try to sit around. I think right now I'm using a 2 brush.
Mm-hmm.
So sitting around a 2 to a 3, depending on the brand. And those are sable hair, of course. Like I've not been able to make synthetics work for me, but I know a lot of people really enjoy them. Okay.
What size were you using on the eyes?
That I switched to. I had a Series M by Artis Opus.
Yeah,
I just used a 2.
they're still quite big.
So for me, I find that the paint dries too fast, especially here. Like if I
Yeah,
use a really small brush and I'm not using like oils or something, by
yeah,
the time I'm ready to like put the eye in, my brush is basically already dry.
right.
So I found that I have better luck using a bigger brush and getting that in there than I do trying to use a smaller brush and getting it dry. At least has been my experience. Now I'm starting to add his white pieces in on his chest. I should probably do the hair as well since it's a nice yellow.
Let's have a look. Oh wow, yeah.
So I'm trying to do directional lighting where it's coming this way across him
Hmm.
to keep it more interesting and dynamic. So I've been kind of trying to fill that out. So like this side, I feel like it's starting to feel decently bright compared to that side. So that's where we're at currently, and try to get at least the chest worked in and maybe some hair and see what he's looking like.
Definitely looking forward to seeing what you can do with those wings.
Thank
It's
you.
such a big area.
Yeah. I think that like definitely is probably gonna. I might bust out the airbrush and then like sketch in with ink,
Yep.
kind of like what I want my volumes to be, and then they're just the speed paint is gonna be so useful for it. It's just like hard to not want to use those materials on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they usually put any designs on his feathers, like hawk feathers. I'm not seeing anything like that. So that'll be just like little kind of highlights, is what it looks like.
Hello, Raiders.
Ampersand. How you all doing? We are painting up some Marvel Crisis Protocol on the Great British Brush Off. We have Craig and John from the States, and me and Steve from the UK. If you didn't know who we are, there you go. If you have any questions for our painters, put it in live chat. Be good to see you. Good to see you, ampersand D20. I need to do what I want to do the bases, but I'm doing a kind of trying to get that delicate piece done. I'm not going to risk it. I was going to do the black around Spider-Man's eyes, but I'm not going to risk it. Not in this heat. So right now it's just got clumps.
How are you doing his webbing? I found that to be kind of a pain.
I don't know yet. I don't think I'm going to draw every individual line. I think I might somehow try and cheat and use like a wash or maybe a speed paint to get in there.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever mess with oils for anything like that? I don't know how deep those crevices are.
Yeah, I don't know how deep these are. Some of them are deeper than others.
Yeah, I felt like
yeah,
some of mine were shallow on the one I just finished, so I was like hesitant to try oils on it. I didn't know if I'd get the capillary action. I don't know if you've ever really messed too much with oil paint.
I've never tried. Always open to new techniques and giving something a go. I mean, even don't know. I'm liking that though. All right, so I might move on to Iron Man. The Iron Man I've got to do because I can reuse the red I've got for Spider-Man. So if I put this on, let's put that on. Is that going to work? There we go. And then we go here. So you can see.
Oh,
As my Zenithal Prime attempt.
nice.
So I might start on here as I'm using my colors already, and then you can see Spider-Man. I've gone for bright colors. I've gone for a nice, super clean blue and red.
Very classic.
Yeah,
I like
just
it.
getting that. His eyes aren't balanced. You can kind of see it there. They're not.
The good news
balanced.
is he's so angled when you get him fully put together that just make sure the eye on his right eye is better. The left eye you won't see as much.
Right, noted. And I've got my plain bases at the bottom there. You see those? Just in a first coat on some of these. Do you guys have in the States? Do you guys have the company Gamers Grass?
I know of them. Yes.
Yeah. They've been coming here. They come for UK Games Expo. We've had them twice now, and their stuff is awesome. I'm really, really liking it. I can't use it with these, but they are really good.
I don't know if I've tried it yet. I'd have to look at my basing supplies. I might own some of it, but I don't know if I've used it yet.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite thing they make?
They have I'll show you actually. They have pre-done bases, which I use with the. Let me turn this back on with the D&D characters. So when we do that, this is their temple base.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are nice. Yeah.
They're really, really nice. I've got the two different sizes, but yeah, I absolutely love these. Really, really nice. Large, thick bases as well. You can see it there. Got some height in them.
What figures do you usually use for D&D?
For the ones I've used for these were my own characters, just by putting them on, and then slowly using other stuff. So we work with WizKids. So they come with just their clear bases or the black bases with flat discs, and more I've started using the Gamer's Grass bases, and it looks amazing. It really does. And that's literally, especially if it's a pre-painted mini as well. But a pre-painted piece of glue, Gamer's Grass, and it looks awesome. The paint that's been sitting in my tray has pretty much dried.
I like with my
I was
wet
going to
palette, I
use
get
the
a
red.
film on top, and then you can just go underneath it. Yeah.
So this, I'm using a silicone palette from Turbo Dog, and these are lovely. But it's so hot, the paint is already drying. I mean, I could pretty much peel that out. It's only been there for less than an hour. I can't use that. I did have it on my brush. I just have to wipe it all off. Jake is saying, "Hey Dave, do you have a Candela Obscura core book I could borrow?" I don't actually, which is a bit of a pain. Do I have? No, I don't. I only have the. You'd think because we wrote in it. No, we don't. So sorry. I do have the Bela Grimm edition, which but we need to unbox it. So we need to unbox it.
Has that got the core rules in it then? What, is that not just the adventures? That's got the core rules in it.
Well, I don't know. I haven't unboxed it, Steve, but I'm assuming it does come with a copy of the book. But the good news is, I think you can buy it on Amazon. Go to a local game store if you've got one, or you could ask Gamers Guild over in Red Hill to order one in for you, if they can even get a copy. There's a lot of distribution problems at the moment, if you haven't heard about that. Or criticalrole.com. No, criticalrole.co.uk. The UK has a stock of it, if they have stock. A lot of their stuff since Daggerheart, they've sold out again, so they're waiting on some restocks. But definitely worth checking out. And then when you go to the back of the book, I think it's in the back of the book, you go to the playtesters section and you'll see the band of badges. And if you have the collector's edition of Candela Obscura, you will also see the pre-gen characters, which were written by our very own Ross. I wonder if I can do that. Let's try that.
What you might look at doing as well, Jake, is seeing how much it is on Roll20. Because if we get it on Roll20, then you can use that to build character in the same way you can on D&D Beyond. which can be useful and can help with learning the game as well.
Steve, Midnight Tower, their Kickstarter launched today, their new one.
Oh, cool.
They're already over 10 grand.
Oh, awesome.
So we might do an interview with them next week.
Yeah. What is this Kickstarter for?
It's their source book. They're Far Away.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, East and Far Away.
Yeah. So I've backed it, and I also ordered, because I didn't see it before, but they are also offering a GM screen.
Oh, nice.
So I backed it and added that onto it as well. Right. So Jake says, thanks, Steve.
You're welcome, Jake.
The music's kicking in now. We've got the chorus line, we've got the whispers. For those of you joining us live, hello. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/BrownBadgers. A cheeky like and subscribe is always welcomed. You can do it here at Twitch as well. That'd be lovely. If you have any questions for any of the painters, shout out on live chat And I was going to say something else, but I've forgotten it. What was I going to say? I can't think. What was good was that last weekend I was able to finish building all the heroes.
Oh, nice.
So they're all done, and I primed them all. I did all the bases. So I'm going to see if I can do that with the baddies. Just kind of get them all done in one go.
Have you started building any of the train yet?
No, but it's very similar to Shatterpoint anyway, so I'm quite happy about that. In fact, it seems a bit even simpler than Shatterpoint. Like the cars look dead easy, but because they're part of the game, I still want to make them. I still want to make them kind of look nice.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, because I've still got the original core set that we bought in Games Expo last year or the year before, Steve.
Year before.
And so I'll have extra terrain, which would be handy. And then we're going to do, after Gen Con, maybe towards the end of August, we'll do a live game day open to the general public, which I think would be quite fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
He vaguely looks like Angel now. Minus wings. The most important part.
Cool. We'll go around in 5 minutes. We'll go around the table again, because then we're into the last half hour. Steve's got his hair dryer on.
Put the model outside. Hang out the
Yeah.
window for a second when it's so hot.
I've muted him. Yeah, I've unmuted you now, Steve.
I said I apologise. I didn't realise. I thought I was on mute because I'm trying to shade the windows with very, very thin layers, and I can't be bothered to wait for the paint to dry. That's not taking long.
Are you using Turbo Dork? You should do something like shifters and.
I know I'm trying to. I've done blue windows, and I'm trying to just gently glaze up through to white as a reflection.
I say for the with wing mirrors, they do a very good like silver mirror.
The Silver Surfer or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah,
I will use that
on the Silver
mirror,
Surfer.
that's a good idea. I don't have a Silver Surfer model.
Do I have a? It's not here. There we go. I want to see how this comes out. What color should I do? Okay, not that one then. Let's just go straight for this. Oh, my mini nearly fell in my dry paint pot then.
Oh,
Nearly.
Try
I told you anything can happen.
I was once painting a Bellicor and dropped his wing and the wet palette.
Oh no!
Yeah, so that was a total restart because I tried to wash it off and then all the airbrushing just came right off with it, and I was like, "Well, there we go."
Oh no!
So it does happen, unfortunately. But Bellicor is on my Instagram, so that's his dirty secret if you see him.
Have to look.
It was the back of the wing too, so you're like, oh, suspiciously, there's no pictures of the back of Bellicor.
All right, here we go. Now I need to wait for that to finish, which should be seconds in this heat. Right, I want that one, and I want this one. And that. Right. We are at past, so I'm going to go around the table and see how people are getting on. And then we're into the last 20 minutes, guys. The last 20 minutes, because the last 10 minutes are going to be for the public vote. Right. So let me close my windows down. I've got too many windows open at the moment. Craig is doing some fine tuning, as I can see.
I can go if you need.
All right, let's go with you then, Craig, first. Shoom. Oh, look at that red. The detail's picking up, which I like. What color did you go for this rope? Is this a silver?
That is Army Painter. It's heavy metal. So
Oh, that's nice.
It's a little darker than what it's appearing on camera.
Is that from the John Blanche set?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that's a really nice color.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
really
everything
nice.
else is basically Pro Krill and then a couple Duncan Roads, but
Looking good. Okay, over to you, John. Let's take a look so far. Wow.
See if we can get him a little more in focus. Sorry. Trying to do like a strong directional light from his top right. So kind of trying to do that.
It's such a great pose as well.
Yeah. He's going to take quite a bit of refining, I think, but trying to maintain those really deep shadows. But my camera is fighting me today.
What's on the base? Is that a flag or?
I think it's just like some kind of little energy, like smoke, or just smoke. I think it's just so he can be more dynamic, I'm guessing, like pose-wise. Because I know the Archangel model has his knee is on like a pillar to keep him in the air. I think this one is my preferred pose. But yeah, so I used a lot of gray blues for the white. Like there's the deeper color. I don't know if it can be seen too well. And then like it's like a dark gray blue, then gray blue, and then white blue. And try not to ever hit pure white anywhere, even though he has white. And then I wanted to go really cool, so that way the warms would seem more like warm relative to him.
Yeah.
So like the red will feel more red that way, because I was noticing like most of his art, he's just kind of warm throughout. So I wanted to add the pop of coolness to his like white. So yeah, that's where we're at.
It is looking very, very good.
Thank you.
All right, Steve, over to you. Oh no,
you were last time.
Let's do it again. There we go. Is that the same car? Is that? Oh, Steve, you should have done it red. Oh, you're on mute somehow. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I do not learn my lesson. I decided to paint it yellow, and painting yellow takes lots and lots and lots of coats.
Yeah.
And even more. So I got bored with painting. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now, just highlighting the windscreen.
That looks awesome, but you should have done it red and done it like the Pixar movie Cars.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I should have done, yes. Yeah. And now that I opened up a reference thing, because I can never remember how to shade up the windows, I realised that I should have done that because it would have looked like the one on the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my attempt at shading. It's rushed. It is rushed. I can do a better job than that, honestly. But it looks good on camera.
Yeah. That's what I mean. You could do the whole. Oh, we should do that. Just do the whole car collection. And what's his name? Was it Ernie?
Lightning McQueen.
Yeah,
Lightning McQueen. Mater is the truck.
Yeah,
so you have to get the tow truck, otherwise, doesn't feel right.
My son watched Cars 2. Hundreds and hundreds, so you used to watch it back to back every day.
Cars 3 was amazing. I loved it, and I like Planes as well. Planes I thought was great. Planes 2 was great. That was awesome. Right, you have to take control, Steve, while I switch over the camera.
Yep.
So I'll bring it up. There we go.
Right, let's put you in solo mode.
So you've seen Spider-Man. That's this Spider-Man. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Spider-Man. There we go. So no change there. I've been doing some bases and messing around. They're not quite dry yet. I've been doing the blacks on them as well. So trying to give them a nice edge.
That looks nice. That looks nice with the edge.
And then
very
all
neat.
I've done is I've done some sepia tone wash on top, just smothered the whole thing, and just use my thumb to kind of push it in. And then I'm going to put Black Widow together, and that will be my first based hero, because this is an awesome mini.
Yeah,
I really like this mini. That'll go together like that. So I'm going to do that. I started Venom, but I'm using the wrong color. I need a more pinky color, so I'm going to go over that again. That's his mouth. You can't really get that. And I was going to do Iron Man, but the paint went clumpy, so no progress at all on Iron Man. That'll be next week.
Did you say you was going to paint in red, as in not metallic?
Yes, I'm just doing the same colors as what I've got. Yeah. So just a bright red, the same bright red as Spider-Man, but not a metallic.
I painted Iron Man and used the Turbo Dork red rum.
Yep, I know it.
I think you've got that one, and that came out really nice. That's a really nice shade of red, and it's shiny.
Cool. Well, I'm not painting him now, so maybe I'll dig that out and do it next time, because I've got time for next week now. But I am going to, glue up then the first hero, and then we'll do some voting. I need my glue. Let's check that. I tell you what, don't use super glue in this heat, because that dried incredibly fast. And we've spoke about this when we did Shatterpoint. The bases that they provide you are really, really good. There's a lot of different variety there. I'm quite pleased with the selection of minis and the quality of the poses that you get in the core game. I am very, very impressed.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the new Dr. Octopus model. I thought it was a lot of fun to paint and a really great model.
Yeah, he's going to be my my first villain, I think. I'm looking forward to building that one. Do you paint normal sized minis, or do you paint like busts or statues?
Yeah, I paint pretty much just. I mean, so like the majority of my like work painting is always is miniatures.
Yeah.
That's kind of like just what I usually do, and then I've been trying to get into doing busts and like the larger like 75 millimeter scale stuff recently.
Yeah.
It's a whole feels like a whole other ball game when you start painting that stuff, but it's a lot of fun too, especially like so many great models and minis out there.
What about yourself, Craig? Are you doing many busts and other types of statues at the moment?
No, I've got I haven't gone much beyond the Shatterpoint size here lately.
Right.
And then I've gotten real used to that. Then let's get down into back to a Warhammer or D&D, and it's like, oh, that's really small.
Yeah, I do know that feeling. I painted a bust. It's on my Instagram. That's did the Dogma 48. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but it basically you paint for like 2 days on something and try to do it start to finish.
Okay.
So
yeah.
that was my last bust. Was like I did it in a weekend up at the Verka's Vault. It was like two-day painting session. So like 2 10-hour days I got it done in.
Oof.
Yeah, it was intense. A lot of
Yeah.
cool stuff though that was done there.
So I heard a lot of people were not real happy that they moved up the LVO into
Yeah.
what is it, October.
Yeah, I don't know anything about like the details of it, but I know there's a few people that aren't like super stoked. We'll see how it goes. I don't know the reasoning or anything behind it. I think there's a new venue, so it might have to do with that because it was at a casino and now it's at the World Market Expo.
Yeah.
But so we get 2 LVOs this year, so that's pretty cool. Guess I'm not too mad since it's so close for me travel wise. It's only a few
Right,
hour
yeah.
drive.
I just heard a lot of guys were complaining. It was like, felt like they were just settling back from Nova.
Mm-hmm. Now they're going to be in a, yeah, that's fair.
I talked about going to Nova this year, and I just said,
I've not been, but I've heard it's really great for the, just in general, but also for like miniature painting and the hobby aspect. It's like really nice. So I'm excited to go check it out for that, like for that reason in particular.
yeah.
Where's Nova held?
Washington, D.C. over here.
Right.
So it's pretty good a ways away for me. But I think ReaperCon happens at the same time. There's so many conventions now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you seem to have one like every month or something over there, but we get very few over here, which is a shame.
I think World Model Expo just happened in Versailles. That was a pretty big one, like every 4 years.
Yeah.
That's one I would have loved to have gone to.
Okay, we are 3 minutes away. Well, 2.5 minutes away. And then it's brushes down. And then we vote. Then we get to vote on each other as well. It's not just a public vote. But the public vote does come into it. And I need a new post-it note to keep the scores. And that's my shopping list for tomorrow.
So get humidifier, wet palette.
Exactly.
Find all these things before they're off of before Amazon Prime goes away.
Well, for us, it
Prime
ends midnight tonight.
I
did order.
What's the day today?
Midnight. It's the 10th.
Yeah, so it finishes tomorrow at midnight, not tonight at midnight.
I got a message today saying it was midnight tonight.
Ah, okay.
I've ordered some
plan for shopping tomorrow afternoon.
I've ordered some bits and pieces. I've ordered I bought the Citadel water cup because it was like £2. So I ordered that. Got some minis. So I'm playing. Tomorrow is what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is D&D in the evening. Yep. And Saturday is gardening, unless it's too bloody hot, which it probably will be. Saturday evening, we're going to go see Superman.
I didn't realize we were so close to that being out.
Yeah, I mean, it is in the UK.
Okay, it came out today, didn't it?
So I suppose the premiere would have been tonight. Yeah, premiere would be tonight. Oh, there you go.
That seems like it has good potential.
Hours. You've got time. Yeah, I mean, it's Superman. It's going to be fun.
Is it?
It's going to be a fun film. Is it a fun film? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I'm hoping it is. I don't know. I've never been.
It is. I mean,
I'm not a Superman fan.
Everyone's slated Justice League, and I enjoyed it. It was a good, fun film. It's not the best film. It's not the best Superman film or superhero film, but it was a fun film to watch.
Yeah.
So I'm going with that in mind.
Because we're painting MCP, am I supposed to be like, boo, Superman, Marvel characters only?
No, we are an open superhero channel on the badges. Right. It is brushes down. And I'll take this off in a sec. And we are around the table, guys. Here we go. So for those of you joining us live, thank you so much for hanging out, for chatting with us and all your messages. It's nicely appreciated. Some did it on private chat. Some did it on public chat. Thank you very much. So for you at home, if you're watching us live, you can shout out in live chat who you think the best painter should be. I'll keep a tally. And whoever gets the most votes is going to win this week's gold star. Now, and I've got to find it now. Where is overlays? There you go. And they will win the gold star. But what was the but, Steve? No, that's it. It can all change with either the public vote or the painter vote. But I remember the but now. But if you're watching this on YouTube, you can shout out if you want to. But it's already past tense. It's already been decided. So shout out if you think you know who you want to win. Right, we're going to go around the table. Let's start with me, because why not? So let's do that. And so I had my Spider-Man. There he is with his wonky eyes. But I do like the color choice. I love the pose.
And
he's going to be wrapped. Exactly. And he's going to be wrapped around vellum.
I'm always intrigued when you paint and you've got your miniature stuck in the blue tack. If they got a white foot,
Yes. So
that has bugged me for several weeks now.
like Black Widow, I had to repaint the foot because that was in the blue tack. So I've done that. But it's my first complete with a base using the sepia tone base there, making it really, really nice.
Very good. Jake says that's not a flaw.
Here's a floor. It's a base. It's a floor. And look, broken that one in half. Love it. Ultron minion. So that's mine.
So which one are we voting on?
Mine.
The Spider-Man. The Spider-Man.
Yeah. You're voting for the painter.
It's not a popularity contest, but
it is now. It is now.
Yeah,
it is now. It's the only way I get a chance of winning. Right. John, let's go to you.
let's see if I can get my camera to focus.
Because this does look awesome.
Oh no, come on, there we go. I try to get his eyes dialed in a little better. And then the light is just being so reflective on me. Let's see if I turn down my lamp a little. You can see him a little better.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's like washing him out less. But there we go.
As it transitions around to the back, that looks awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to like always paint with a spotlight kind of in mind, especially when I'm doing things that I know are going to be on the table, and try to mess with a little bit of like, I guess, forced perspective of like trying to keep the viewer's eyes like very interested here and being like very like particular with the highlights. So the wings will probably be like very bright over through here and then kind of taper off. I think that's a really cool vibe for Angel too. Just kind of like obviously angelic, for lack of a better phrase. But yeah, that's kind of where I got to in our couple of hours today.
The Spider-Man one that you did was very, very focused, almost to the point where it looked 2D.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's looking awesome. Well done, Steve. How's the cars doing?
Yeah, it's
cast of cars.
Pretty much, it's still a car, and the windshield did a little bit more highlighting.
I enjoy the windshield.
You to do like draw a smile or something.
What was lightning? I might actually repaint it as red because I think I'm enjoying the color scheme more. But that's probably more effort gone into the windshield than the 47 coats of yellow paint that I did to cover up the grey. And then I just started doing my my Black Panther base. I'm going to show you very well because I did it very dark blue, and I just started highlighting up the water.
Very good, very nice. I like it. There is a lot of detail in that Black Panther one, actually.
Yeah, it is.
In fact, I mean, it's very hard to find a bad sculpt, a bad pose, because everything is they are done. I mean,
yeah.
That's
the Black Panther miniature that's in the panel box is probably the least interesting one. The more interesting Black Panther miniature is in the Black Panther and Namor box.
Yes,
I love that one.
Yeah,
that one's so cool. Without, I want to paint that one. That's going to be a lot of texture drawn in on that Panther.
Yeah.
Right, Craig. Let's have a look at this one. I see a little green on the headstone there.
Oh, that looks really good. Yeah.
That is awesome. Again, such a lovely color. I need to get some of these paints.
What, the Pro Acryl?
Yeah.
Nope.
Definitely get some Pro Acryls, Dave.
The Pro Amp is really like has a lot of colors I find myself using for MCP in the Pro Amps that they just released, obviously.
Yep.
That's nice. And again, a lovely pose. I think that's going to be very, very delicate. I mean,
it was very
delicate. You can see it moving, can't you?
Yeah. You put it in a box. Yeah.
Not going to break. Fine.
It's the thin, brittle ones that you have to worry about.
It'll go back in the box, be magnetized on the bottom.
All right, so we're gonna start counting some votes and casting some votes. Jess Smith 15 says everyone did great gold stars all round. Now we've never actually had anyone say it before, so I'm going to count it. We all get a gold star.
That's all I've ever wanted.
At least I have one. we don't all get a gold star. Sorry, we all get a vote.
Votes, yes.
Let me be
the gold star in my heart.
Yes. Right. Steve, you know how this works. Who are you going to vote for?
I think I'm going to go for John. I think
that's one vote for John. I'm going to cast my vote. I am torn. Because I love that color of red on Daredevil. But I'm also going to vote for John because I think the definition on that, posting it out and doing the light source, I think is awesome. Craig, who are you voting for?
I'm also going to go for John.
Okay, that is a full house around the world. We do have another vote on chat. Jake has voted for Steve's car. I tell you what, if you'd have done it as McQueen, that would have done it.
Gotta do the eyeballs. Yeah. The headlights will let you do it. Yeah, they're perfect for that.
Right, I will redo it and repost it.
And you just need to go to the corner market dollar store, get some googly eyes, and just stick them on the.
Do you know, we've probably got some in the house.
Googly eyes, yeah, that'd be awesome.
You got to paint them in. The headlights will be perfect for it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Right, there we go, guys. It is John. John, you have won the coveted gold star. And just so you can boast, if you bring Big John back, there we go. On back on camera, John.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mess with my camera. Apologies.
No worries. There's Big Craig as well. There we go. So you win this week's gold star.
Yeah.
And it's that good. We have special effects and everything on this show. It is amazing. But yeah, that's it.
It's the best gold star I've ever got.
That takes up so many of Dave's internet resources. He's now frozen. He's too
much bandwidth.
It's all done. Yeah, it's all done now. That's it. I can stop broadcasting. But anyway, thank you, John, for hanging out with us. You are more than welcome to join us again on a future one, or come back next week, or whenever you want. We'd love to see Angel get finished. So please do put that out.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was fun. It was nice to not just paint in my room alone.
Exactly, and that's what we've found. I mean, we've talked to, like, Craig knows this. Craig came on once and never left. He wasn't allowed to. So
you've painted all the way through, actually, haven't you? With all the Shatterpoint stuff and the MCP. It's very good.
Yeah, he's done a hell of a job. So it'd be nice to see some returning people come back on a different show. My phone is going nuts. My phone is red hot.
Oh,
I'm using my phone as the camera, and it is red hot. Wow. Okay, cool. Everybody, thank you so much. That is the end of this week's Brush Off. We will be back at the same time and place next week, painting more Marvel Crisis at the moment. We've finished Shatterpoint. We're doing more Marvel Crisis, and who knows what's going to happen after that. We will see you again soon. John, don't go anywhere. But everyone else, ta-ra.